everyone, this is Decadence Tarot with Tara, and let's see what the cards are bringing for us today. Subscribe to the channel not to miss other messages. So I wanted actually to start recording a message about authenticity, but as I can see, some other cards flew out, and it seems like a personal message for someone, so I don't expect that it will resonate with everyone, but I can feel that there is a personal message for someone who needs to hear it. So I set my intentions right now for that specific person to find this message. And let's look at the cards. What do you need to hear specifically? Okay, so what I see from the start here, that this is the message about someone's connection. And that's why I'm saying it's not going to resonate with a lot of people. It's probably a specific message for someone who needs to hear it. And yeah, I know this is weird, but that's how it usually goes with me in channeling messages. Sometimes cards or higher power, whatever, want me to send specific message and won't let me do anything else unless I first do that. So let's dive into, and hopefully after I will channel the message about authenticity. I really wanted to. So let's see, it is about some love connection, as I can see, and moreover, as usually, like you already know this, my cards, but I have a second deck. I have a lot of decks, but this specific one I usually use only for karmic situations. So this is we're talking about some connection which is unfinished, I would say. And also don't think about some specific connection. It more looks like an unfinished cycle, like energetic cycle. So it could be different people, different connections, but you're repeating basically the same. Yeah, you're repeating basically the same karmic cycle you actually haven't cleared off. And the connection is like that energy is quite strong. That karmic energy you haven't closed off. It's like pulling you in all the time. And even like despite all, I wouldn't say negativity, but despite like, I don't know why I want to say that, spilled wine for some reason. Okay, maybe it's confirmation for someone. You're still going back to that person, like you know that it hurts you, or that energy, right? You know that this hurts you, but you keep coming back despite of all the negativity in your relationship. And I get a lot of energy from these cards of feeling, I wouldn't say even stuck, but more like feeling frozen. For some reason I get the image of like your skin becomes porcelain and you feeling stuck in your own body or in your own ways, I would say. Even like you see that the situation is wrong and unjust, but you can't do anything. You're basically like paralyzed. Yeah, I can see that. And also it seems like you can't speak up about that situation, and it is some karmic loop you keep following. Actually, let me get a couple of confirmation cards. I want to check, is it like some contract you hadn't filled in or a lesson? Okay, I'm back, and I got this. Wow, I didn't expect there is a second card underneath. Very interesting. Okay, so first I got this card. This is not a karmic contract. It's not any way of a contract which you made with a specific soul. Yeah, so then I was correct saying that it's more about the energy loop you stuck in. It is a karmic lesson, actually, you're supposed to learn, but you have never learned it in all your relationship or lives. You know, there is something here you haven't learned, and that's why you keep coming back to the same energies. Yeah, Like you're supposed to be this. You're supposed to be like a Queen of Cups. You're supposed to be super sure in yourself. You're supposed to, basically, you're supposed to be like mesmerizing, you know, everyone falling to their knees when looking at you, and you're fulfilling yourself first and being that queen, but, or king, doesn't matter. But you're not, because you haven't learned some lesson. And also we get this card, which fell down exactly here. So it is about this cycle you keep, and for some reason I want to say loop, you keep going through, and you're getting yourself deeper and deeper, I want to say. Wow, another second card underneath. My God, I'm shocked. Like, yeah, look at this. So you're getting yourself deeper. Wow, this must be some message here about, I think it's about that this cycle not only went through many times in your life, but even several lifetimes. Definitely, I get that strong feeling now. You basically yeah, you feel manipulated, but it's you manipulate yourself basically by putting yourself in the same circumstances, same life choices, same people, but you cannot quit it. And the more cycles you go through, the deeper you bury yourself basically. And this is also affects your money, because your energy goes into different direction, not into money. Also get this too, again, this is cutting you off your abundance, the lesson you're not focusing on. It's like a long dark shadow following you everywhere you go, and you have too many distractions, I would say. Like, you trying to distract yourself with different things and explanations and justifications for this every time new connection. But you need to be clear with yourself and see it for what it is, that it's not a new connection. Like, new person doesn't mean new connection. You're still connected to the same energy, that karmic energy cycle you're still going through, and the person really doesn't matter. So by quitting your actions, it could bring some person you really like back, but it doesn't matter. It's not about the person, you know, it's not about the human body. It's about you following that same energy over and over and keeping yourself stuck. Yeah, again, some confirmations here as well, that this is not that divine love. It is your lesson. You keep failing, and it is stopping you from receiving your money. You basically so used to it that you like rooted into that energy. So that's why probably it's so hard to quit it, because you already rooted in that energy. Yeah, probably would be very hard to stop. But you know, you just first need, well, yeah, of course you need first to decide it inside yourself, but also you need to keep reminding yourself every day your decision and why you're doing it. Otherwise, you will just fall back to the same cycle. Let's see, what else we got here. I see also some manipulation around you. Maybe it's from that energy you're getting pulled into. Yeah, I guess that energy usually using people to drag you into that cycle, who are very good with their words. That's what I see. And it's always too late when you realize that you get pulled back into the cycle. It's always too late. And also it takes off your power. Like, look at the colors here which going out of this girl. It's the same as, where is that beautiful lady? Let me find. It's the same colors, you see. So instead of being this beautiful fulfilled queen, right, which knows fully herself and understands her power and energy, you're becoming this. You're becoming basically what some karmic cycle is feeding on. It's feeding on your own energy, yours energy, right? So you're losing your creative power, your abundance and everything, and not stepping fully into your true self, I would say. Yeah. So let me get an oracle for you, because the situation is, I guess, quite complicated. Wouldn't say heavy, because fuck, you know, you just need to quit cold turkey. Sorry for this expression. Let me get you an oracle. I'll be back. We got here two beautiful cards. First one was Shadashi and Vishva Mata. Now my book for this oracle cards is in my iPhone, so let me just read one by one and I will be back. Okay. So let's start with the first card, Shadashi. And actually I will read from the book. Ruby red with the divine juice of life, she nourishes the body, mind and soul with vitalizing pleasure, life and joyfulness. Goddess Shadashi restores self-esteem and an awareness of your innate value, especially after a time of painful rejection or disappointment. Through her blessing, the desires of the heart can find fulfillment in new ways. She brings divine energy for the manifestation of wishes. Her presence is an indication of inner power to restore yourself and attract what you need in your life. This is actually a very beautiful message. I will also attach somewhere on the screen and like a prayer for her or invocation you could do to help yourself go through this time in your life. And also the second card, Vishvamata. Also another very beautiful message of confirmation, and I think also can help you during this time. So the second card, Vishvamata. With her protection, even significant uncertainty does not need to be met with despair. There is a pathway that can shift your devastation into a palpable experience of being protected and guided through a difficulty. Trust where you are being led. Grace shall come from this. And as well, I'm going to attach her prayer and invocation ritual as well, so it can help you in your path. So this is quite a beautiful message of confirmation. I really like it, and they look so cute. I love them. So this has been it. That's the end of that unexpected message about the karmic cycle for someone. I really hope that that person who needs to hear will get that message, and I set my intentions for this. Thank you for listening to it. I wish you all the best, and I really wish you to exit from this loop. So stay safe, subscribe to my channel not to miss other messages, and see you next time. This was the Divine Decadence. See you next time.